What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another live stream here. Happy Friday. If you're new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Make sure you read what's on the screen. Trading is risky. Most traders do lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube about trading. Nothing I say or do here or anywhere else is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links in my content. Let's jump on these charts. Markets are selling off. If you guys did see my posts in Discord or on socials, I'm not going to go into detail, but I'm going to try not to throw up on my mic this morning. That's my game plan here as we talk markets. So right off the bat, we are selling off. I just want to check news with you guys real quick. We had NFP at 8:30 a.m. That was the most muted NFP Friday I've ever seen. I think honestly that was like the most muted one, like just not a lot of reaction. We have 11:25 Jay Powell speaking. That is a reason to exercise caution. Along with that, we are just harshly selling off, right? This is the 5-minute chart. I'm going to have to double check my chart just because some funky stuff was showing, just kind of the way that everything was printing on here. But we are aggressively selling off. We know what happened after close on Wednesday. Gnarly sell-off on Trump speaking yesterday. Really just a grind to the downside. Caught some shorts, caught some longs with you guys. Ended nice and green yesterday, made some money. And here we are today. So looking at the 15-minute chart, because this is like volatile, right? This is a lot to take a look at. I do want to be able to capture the whole thing. Here is, here is yesterday's session, right? Here's 9:30 open, April 3rd. We have our volume profile marked up. Yesterday's high, yesterday's low, right down here. And then we have overnight high. We continued to sell directly off overnight into pre-market. We really sold off very harshly. We got our overnight low down here all the way at 52.10. And we are continuing to sell off to the downside. So I'm going to be watching this thing. It is interesting. We are not approaching CME price limits just yet. Oh, I don't want to do that. If I look at quotes, I'm showing NASDAQ's down 3%. ES is down close to 3% right here. So we do have to watch if we really start to sell off really harshly, kind of where we go from here. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me go ahead and throw this in the chat. Link to check out Top 1 Futures straight to funded right there. You guys know I am bullish on Top 1 Futures, the instant funded prop firm account that I'm trading right here, right now on Project X. I'm going to pin that to the top. Straight to funded, no evaluation, 150K accounts. Really, really sweet right here on Project X. That's what we're looking at. Talk a little bit more about it later, but just watch this market start to open up here. 9:30 a.m. We are selling off right at the open. This feels like a get short and hold it down. I'm going to hang on for right now. I'm not going to jump into anything too quickly, as I usually don't. Just kind of want to let the market open up, do its thing, hang out for a little bit before we start doing anything crazy here. So let's see. Bear with me, guys. Just checking some stuff on the side here. You know, one of the benefits of being involved in so many different groups, so many different high-level traders is I get the kind of around the horn messages. I get everything that's going on within prop firms, within the markets, with everything behind the scenes. It's cool to get. So I'm just double checking a couple messages I see rolling in from some of these guys. checking what these guys got going on. All right. We're looking good. We are looking good. Stream looks good. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Yeah, man, this this just looks like shorts to the downside, scalping it to the downside. Again, this is this is a lot. This is a lot of volatility. It doesn't seem like we're moving too fast, but we got large movement out of this. Large movement, right? Again, I'm zoomed out, so you know I'm making the chart not look so bad. What do we got going on here? A little bit of a freeze. Hang on, that's not good. Uh-oh. We got some frozen screen. There we go. Now we're moving. Let me open up another data feed on the side so we can check this out. Kind of watch what we got going on, because this could start to get a little bit sketchy here. Yeah, so this is printing the same, showing the same as TradingView side by side. My Bookmap is actually not up and running for me today, so I had a handful of guys talking about Bookmap, asking questions about Bookmap, my favorite order flow tool. I can't display it today. I don't know what's going on my end. I'll always try to be transparent with you guys. I think it's just my own personal subscription is in between lapsing and getting access, but I was not able to get it set up this morning. So. But I just want to see how that candle was printing, because that was a little bit odd there. We had a pause. Why don't I have a countdown timer here? That's what I'm looking at. Hang on one second, guys. I don't have a countdown timer showing on my screen. Now I do. Nice. So if you guys want to add that to your screen right here, this is what I run. See on the right-hand side, underneath price, we have a countdown timer in between candles. That is important to me to, first off, know when the next candle is about to close and print, but also to make sure that like we are counting down and actually moving. And if price kind of just sits in one area, I also have a countdown timer showing that, you know, we are still here in real time, you know, seeing that data. So I do run that. But yeah, selling off to the downside here. I'm trying to be a little bit cautious on this. I think this is some dangerous markets to be trading. We are selling off really aggressively. Again, NFP was like nothing. I don't know what was up with that. You know, but this is some volatile movement, right? You know, if you run an ATR, if you run a like, let's go to NQ, because I do watch the ATR on NQ every once in a while. Go to the 1 minute, and average true range, which is what ATR is. Yeah, man, 44 on the 1 minute chart, insane. That's heavy. ATR, average true range, is averaging the average movement of candles, right? And it gives you a volatility movement, a volatility measure, right? It's not going to tell you whether price is going to go up or down, or overbought or oversold, or anything like that. It's not a prediction type tool, but it's going to give you a measure of volatility, you know? And if you watch that day over day, week over week, you have an understanding of kind of what the average is for whatever time frame you're watching. That's very high. For me here on ES, I just take measurements, right? I'm twitchy with this measurement tool, and I'll measure to the upside, the downside, and you know, I'll kind of check that stuff out, and I'll get a feel for how large we are moving. But yeah, that was interesting, man. Oh, are we freezing again? Uh-oh, we got problems here, guys. Hang on. Is it across platforms though? Because that's what I'm wondering. That's not good. We're not printing a fresh candle right here. Showing connected, showing API. Yeah, this is sketchy, guys. Let me just look at another platform to try to compare. Countdown timer's running, but we are not moving. No, this is off. We're freezing. Hang on one second. Uh-oh, I don't like this. What's up? If I refresh, we're back on. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's on my end, but that was another frozen chart there. I'm thinking that must be on my end. Yeah, bear with me, guys. Let me look at this. That's important. Oh, Top Step X is okay. Top Step X is frozen. Damn it, my Top Step X froze. Okay, maybe it's Project X. Maybe it's Project X. Good morning, good morning. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're looking at this market. Crazy. Again, I had a not great evening, but I want to be on here with you guys because market's moving like so much. We got so much craziness going on. Want to be able to talk top 1 futures, answer questions, anything like that. Mine didn't freeze the second time. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of like double checking across. I know I'm getting quiet there, guys. I'm double checking across platforms. I don't like to see anything freeze like that at all before or after I'm about to get into a trade. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on right here. Again, apologies if I'm a little bit out of it or I have to make a break. But had an interesting one. Okay, so yeah, we're looking okay. We got the 5-minute chart opened up. Looking at the 1 minute here. Just a little bit more zoomed in because we do have so much volatility. A lot of movement to the downside, right? Here's our 930 open right here. We are past our 945 opening range. This looks like a simple short to the downside, breaking below this low. That's what I'm eyeballing right now. There's so much selling pressure in these markets. I don't know that we are going to just sell directly off. I don't know if we're going to get the same day that we got, a similar day that we got yesterday, where we really did sell off down through the lows before we pulled back, and then we continued to sell off, or if we do get some kind of reaction to the upside today. I am cautious looking to short this just because it's the obvious play, right? Like everybody and their mother is probably looking short right here, and when things are sometimes so damn obvious, I get a little bit cautious. So let's kind of watch what happens here. Again, I don't have Bookmap up on the side for me personally. Unfortunately, that's a drawback right now. I was hoping to get it running. I'm going to try it again real quick. Just bear with me, guys. It's on my end. That's on my end. Yeah, let's see what we get out of this market. Again, if we let's talk market. Let's just talk what I'm looking at here. We're consolidating around this area of high volume. We are below VWAP, below prior day low, below our entire volume profile from yesterday, and obviously prior day's high up here. Overnight low, we haven't continued to sell off down through the lows of pre-market here, but this is looking very, very weak. We are really looking, showing a lot of weakness to the downside. Obviously, higher time frames, we are showing a lot of weakness to the downside. I could see this continuing today. This is going to be our NYSE anchored VWAP, which I'm actually going to run on here today just because it's so damn, we have so much movement to the downside. Let me reset this chart. If we start to break above this level, I'm gonna, you know, start to lose faith in shorts. But right here, right now, I'm looking short on this. Back down through these lows. I think if we retest this area of high volume, I would like a nice pullback through actually. But right now I'm looking short on this to continue to the downside, and I might start trying it from up here. We're showing weakness right here off of NYSE VWAP. I think we could easily slice through and see a lot of volatility to the upside. Come back up here and retest VWAP. So I'm trying not to be the first seller. When we start coming back down through this level, I am going to jump in short. I'm going to run a stop loss up here. Again, this is volatile, guys. Very volatile. So sizing down and widening up stop losses is going to be important. Really important, right? Like this on another day, like a stop loss that's 36 points today is like 10 points on another day here on the 1 minute chart, you know, or 8 points. So that's really going to require you to size down. Micros, a couple micros maybe. That's going to be important. So I would definitely be cautious. Here we go, breaking the upside above this. So again, I'm not going to jump into anything too quick here. I'm recognizing the higher time frame to the lower time frame movement, and I'm looking short out of this level. If we saw this, you know, fail, buyers fail to take this thing higher, I would look for this to continue to the downside. Let's make a plan. Appreciate you guys hopping on, man. Smash the like button, smash subscribe. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna try not to throw up on my microphone while I'm hanging out with you guys. I got a little bit of something going on. That's all I'm gonna say about it without being too much more graphic, man. It's jacking up my entire weekend, and I'm not super happy about it. But I got so much going on. I can't afford to not be here with you guys and be talking these markets, insane movements that we got going on. And a whole lot coming out of Top 1 Futures, which obviously I am partnered with and talking about. I'll check you guys out in the chat in just a second. I see we got some comments. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? I'm just trying to stay up on what's happening here. I'm looking short on this. Again, guys, we come through these lows. I'm looking short. There's a short play from up here with this just rejection. Yeah, I might have to go for this. Yeah. I'm going to start trying it from up here, guys. I'm going in light, and I'm going to add to this. I'm short 1 micro from 52.66 with a stop right now at 5,300. I'm coming in light. I'm watching some consolidation up here, but looks like sellers failing to take this thing higher. It looks like we want to come down through this 15-minute opening range low. And if we start to, I'd look to add and bring a stop loss down here. That's how I'm going to run this. A little bit different than what you see me usually do. Again, super light risk. Yeah, I like this. I'm adding right there, guys. That's 2 contracts short. Average price 52.64 and a quarter. I am short MES. Stop up at 553. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this light, guys. Again, like you hear me talking about yesterday. You know, the risk on this account can be much greater than what you usually see me doing. So this, you know, this 288 bucks, 280 something bucks, 68 bucks, not really a big deal. This is a low risk trade, right? So, you know, maybe you would call this like a half risk trade, or less than what I'm usually doing, because this is just so damn volatile. I like this opportunity from up here. I think if we do start to sell off, we could see it pretty quickly. Pulled back up, hung out up here, chopped around, but I think we can rip through this and go check out VWAP. Again, like yesterday, in which case I would want to try it short again. But we're seeing some selling pressure. That was some decent volume, decent sized candle to the downside. We had some long wicks to the upside, and we're coming back down through. So I like this. You know, I like this trade. It's flowing with the higher time frame trend. Obviously, it's very simple. I'm getting short out of this area of high volume here, following market structure and price action to the downside on the low time frames. Simple as that. Does it have to play? No, absolutely not. I'm keeping low risk on here because I'm cautious that it might not play, and I want to give myself more bullets in the chamber today. But for this account, oh yeah, there we go. A lot of volatility here coming in at 957. Yeah. Again, I liked this because I felt like we were going to get some movement. That's just not the direction that I'm looking for it in, obviously. Being short. So we'll see if I have to take this first stop. Looks like I might have to as we crack back up on that 5-minute candle. We were holding, we were not closing above this New York VWAP, right? Not really, getting above this area of high volume after selling off and then coming back to test it. I like this to the downside. Again, selling into selling pressure here, but here we go, looking like we're going to form a bullish candle here. So this could be dicey. We come back above these highs. Again, we get another bar trading above prior bar high. On a 5-minute chart, I'm just wrong on direction here. So, and that looks like what we're going to get here. Looks like I'm going to take this stop. Part of it, man. 100% win rate yesterday. Took back-to-back wins. And my chart's frozen. That's not good. What are we trading here, guys? Wow, that's really not good. Chart straight up frozen on me. Everything else is running, so this must be a Project X deal. Countdown timer is still going, but we are not trading. Yeah, I think I'm stopped on this, and it's just not showing. That's interesting. This is not great for trading. This is not good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, unfortunately stopped on this. I don't know what's going on with the chart lagging out. That's really not cool. I don't like to see that. Yeah, top step frozen again. This I don't know if that's going to be just a data provider deal, but yeah, that's some lag. I'm going to be cautious on that. But yeah, first one stop for 225. It looks like that's what I'm showing here. Yeah, so I got positive slippage on that one somehow. I took a stop for 225 instead of closer to 300. So that's a little bit interesting. I would be cautious right now, guys, on Project X, on Top Step X, on Top One Futures. I don't know if this is a data deal or a platform issue, but that's a little bit of lag every once in a while coming up here. I'm going to look to continue trading, but I'm going to be cautious of that. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what's up with this. What's up with this, guys? I'm just trying to see what's up with this. All right, let's talk chat. What's happening, guys? What's happening? Jess, Kim, David, what's going on? Peso Worldwide, what's up? RDF family, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, so the 50K giveaway, how does that work since the cap is 3 counts? Here is the deal right here, guys. This 50K, you are entered to win 1 of 5. 1 of 5. You don't win 5 accounts. So everybody that purchases a Top 1 Futures account, this is the brand new straight to funded on Project X platform. Awesome rules, awesome pricing. This is the site. Link is in the chat. Let me throw it in there. Link is in the chat. You can check this stuff out for yourself. I'm super bullish on it. Be aware, I am a partner. I cannot be unbiased. I stand to make money. Here's what we're looking at. This is the site right here. But to answer your question, brother, you are entered to, first off, you get 50% off with code RDF, and you get an entry to win 1 of 5 50K accounts. These are the eval accounts, but you get an entry to win. Everybody that uses code RDF and or that link, you are entered to win, along with getting 50% off. Here's the site. Come and check it out for yourself. Read the rule set, read the pricing, read how everything works. In my humble opinion, it is a badass opportunity. My humble biased opinion, right? Partnered with them. It's insane, absolutely insane. I think this is going to go a long way. You get a ton of additional things like access to a bunch of academy video courses from a ton of big traders. You know, you'll get comparison information if you're interested. Hop in my Discord. Just dropped a new video comparing against Tradeify and Top Step, some of my other favorite firms. Try to do a side by side and kind of break down some of the differences. Let's see. Yeah, Kim, you got that right. Total of 5. Tops are frozen again. Tops as well. Yep. Yeah. Something was going on for sure. We saw some lag there. We saw some freezing going on. My connection is showing good. I'm running a very fast internet and laptop setup here. That's what I run off of. The highest spec current MacBook Pro, and everything looks fine on my end. So. Don't know what's up with that. Done for the day, maybe 200. I'm not a lot, but I don't want to be in the middle of this market. Yeah, this is sketchy. Again, guys, this is a crazy market, right? A lot of volatility, a lot of movement to the downside. I took a full stop there, but it looks like I got positively slipped. It was lagging when I got stopped, so I'm gonna have to go back and just take a quick look at what that looked like on the live. Having issues with top tickets. Yeah, it might be a larger data provider issue. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I'd be cautious, guys. Again, end of the quarter, NFP Friday, Trump throwing craziness out there. We got Jerome Powell speaking. Here's news from Forex Factory at 11:25 a.m. Red folder. That's going to be wild. We're sold off harshly the last few days. This is cautious, and I posted, about that. With increased opportunity and big movements come increased risk. So you really got to be cautious. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break. Please. Man, this looks like a short again. I might have to take this again, guys. I'm taking this again, guys. I'm trying this again short from down here. Same trade. Very, very similar trade. Just like I said, low risk on the first one, $225. I'm happy taking, $1,000 or more of an L on any single day with this account. So I'm jumping in short again. I don't know that I would try it again if this one fails, but that looked like it might be the wick up above this level before a continuation lower. We're holding below VWAP. We are coming back down below NYSE session VWAP, which I'm running today, which I don't usually run, just because we have so much movement below this VWAP and any of my other important levels up here. Coming down to the bottom of this level of consolidation, we could just chop, we could slice back and forth, and I'm going to take stop outs doing this, but I am looking at this short, and if we start to break, I think we could quickly move down below this low here and back down towards overnight low, in which case, I want to be in this. So I'm short 2 from 52.70.25. Again, entry on selling pressure coming down, right? I'm not entering short on the pullback. I'm entering in the direction of this, following obvious higher time frame trend to the downside, zoomed out, looking at this to continue playing today. Took the first small stop, getting in short. I'm trying it short again. If I have to take 2 stops shorting this market, I'll be very happy doing that, right? I'm okay getting stopped out short on this. I can go to bed knowing that I followed the trend, my plan, my approach, like totally cool. So let's see if we get a break. Again, we get a wick above here. It could just be pulling that BS movement multiple times. I don't want to see us come back above this high that we broke to the upside. I want to see this start to continue to the downside now. Otherwise, I think we are likely to chop or just come up higher. I think we have a potential to run these highs all the way back up to yesterday's low, come and retest this, close the gap. But right here, right now, there's just too much selling pressure for me to be looking for a buy unless I was going to structure it really wide, like 120 point stop loss, something like that, and just look for a huge move to the upside. So we'll see what this gives me. We'll see what this gives me. Showing me a little bit of money here, but again, I'm holding to the downside. It is don't F it up Friday. Wolf. Never mind, it's frozen. Were you able to get bookmap up? No, I don't have bookmap up, brother. I don't have bookmap up right now. So on Monday, I will go run through some bookmap with you. I apologize because I know we had multiple people asking about it. I wanted to pull it up, wanted to talk about it today, but I just don't have it up right now. Don't have it running, and I'm going to try not to mess with too many things on my computer. Just because I don't want to influence any kind of lag or delay that we saw some freezing with my chart. Yeah, so I'm looking at another version of the DOM on the right hand side. We got some liquidity down at 52 it looks like. Looks like we want to try to come into that to the downside. So I'm going to hang on to this. Doesn't look bad. We got to get through the 50s. We got to get through the 50s that we're coming up on right here, and then this trade could look pretty good. Yeah, guys, I'll be right back. Right back. We're back. Selling off. Okay. Selling off. Back in action here, guys. This is going to be an interesting one for me today. Oh, man. Yeah, we're having fun today. Okay, so we are selling off. I really don't like to do that at all. But here we are. Selling off to the downside through the 50s. Can this continue? Let's see. Showing me some money. Back pass break even on the day. I'm going to hold on to this one for a little while longer. Would like to see this continue to the downside. This still looks good. Nice. Nice. Made it to a 1-to-1. You know, here we go. Small L. And now we're, you know, 34 points in profit on the second trade. Not unhappy about that. I'm going to hang on to this bad boy, man. This was a nice retest up here. This is a clean invalidation zone. I want to see us continue. I think we easily could come back up here to retest this level. But I don't really have anything down here that's showing me that we are going to take our foot off the gas. I really don't have Bookmap helping me out. That is a real nightmare. I'm going to try to pull up a secondary DOM. See if we have any massive stacks of orders on the book that I should be aware of. But we're going to do what we're going to do, man. We're going to do what we're going to do. Chair didn't do too bad trading today. Secondary depth of market. What are we looking at? Yeah, we got a shitload of orders at the 30s, at 5230s. So we got a boatload right here. Got like 1,000 lots on the book. Oh man, 1,500 lots on the book. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. We got a lot on the book right down here at the 30 level, a shitload. That could be a difficult level to get through. But we got more down below. If that fills and actually we move through that level, that could be pretty gnarly to the downside. But we got 10 points to go. We could easily find some buyers ahead of that. That's often what happens. Dom's looking extremely thin compared to that level. Let's see if we could see it on like the Dom here on yeah, we got a lot down here. Not gonna help me out though. Not gonna help me out. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. All right, I'm hanging on to this one, guys. I'm hanging on to this one. See if we can get a push through. Show me 350 bucks in profit. We're past the 1-to-1 again. I like grabbing these, but this one looks good to the downside, man, and I think it could be pretty gnarly. Here we go, coming into this level. This is going to be dicey again. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm looking at right now to try to get a read of this order flow. But we have a boatload of orders here. I think we're highly likely to see support. These buyers step in and a bounce back up, or we could start to waterfall aggressively through this to the downside. There's a lot below it at 25 as well. But this is looking pretty gnarly. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Getting a breakdown below. Filling a lot of those orders. We are lagging. Let's see. Can we get a waterfall down through this level? Okay, so we cracked through, filled some of those orders. What I'm seeing on this side is looking slow, man. Why are we looking so slow? Yeah, I want to see this continue. I'm holding through this level, guys. Holding down towards overnight low. That's my game plan here. Okay, we got some buyers stepping in right after that order filled. Yeah, something's funky on something's funky on Project X, and probably on Top Step X because it's the same platform. I don't know what's going on with this, but I can see it in the volume. For some reason, like that last volume candle didn't print. It was moving slow as we came through that level. I don't love what I'm seeing here from my data coming in. I really don't like having not having my book map on the side. We're gonna see if we find a lot of support here. We might. Again, I'm hanging on to this one, guys, for now because I want to see a breakdown through and a continuation. I'm not even gonna take half off down here. That's kind of what my game plan is, to hold on for a nice push through. We didn't really continue, but I'm going to hold this one. You know, I'm probably not going to get a second trade. I'm probably not going to get a second entry from down here. We are having some nasty selling pressure. We didn't just correct at the open. We didn't absolutely sell off. Buyers had opportunities to bring this thing higher, and we didn't. We came out of this area of high volume to the downside. Now the question becomes, do we hit this level where we had a boatload of orders? And right here, look at that, you know, no surprise that we started to get a reaction there, that we just push right back up to the upside, or do we continue down through and sellers are looking for lower prices? We're gonna go check down by overnight low, continue down through this low. It's a tough move to hold this, but again, I just am not gonna get another entry to the downside, right? If we come down here further, I don't know where I get another entry. And if we come back through these highs, maybe we are pulling a really gnarly wick up above everything before continuation lower into the afternoon. But I'm going to hang on to this for now. Again, not to the floor, right? I'm not looking for a huge trade out of this, but just some continuation to the downside. So we'll see. We'll see. Yep, buyer stepping in right from that level, man. This is why I like Bookmap. This is why I like Bookmap, man. And I just don't have access to my full piece. So again, this came from a huge stack of orders that was sitting on the book, right? That's where this 52.30 came from. And it looks like it is coming into play right now. There's a lot more down on the book at this level. It looks like more bids are down here again, showing 1,200 on the book, and then even more below. I think we still want to come and fill these orders. I just don't know if this is going to be buyers stepping in, and you know, we're going to pull way back up through this level of high volume to the upside. But I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to my trade. Again, I just don't see more opportunities than what I'm in right here developing for me today. And I would be okay realizing, 330 plus 230, around 560 bucks of loss, in pursuit of this being a larger win to the downside. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. Nothing wrong with closing out on this one and saying, hey, I'm happy with, 1-to-1, and, we made it 45 points in profit. I'm holding on for the larger movement continuing to the downside, at least through this and down towards like the 15s. That's what I want to see. I don't know that I would hold all the way to overnight low, but a further crack down below this low to grab a little bit more profit on. That's the game plan, boys and girls. That's the game plan. Holding short from 52.70 to micros. But again, man, appreciate you guys all being on here. It is awesome to have this community to trade with. Really appreciate you guys. And again, if you want to check out the platform that I'm on right here, I'm gonna throw it in the chat again. Top 1 futures on Project X, straight to funded. You can get 50% off and a chance to win one of 5 50K accounts. That's the giveaway that's going right now. Link is in the chat. Link is pinned to the chat below this video. Top1futures.com, code RDF. Code RDF gets you the best prices and an entry to win one of these accounts. Along with that, you can check all of the information out straight from that link right there. The prices for the 150K account, $399, straight to funded, $6,000 max loss limit, end of day trailing drawdown, ability to trade big size. Really, really sweet, man. Fastest times to actually get paid out of any firm. Really, really sweet. You do have to deal with the consistency rule, 3 max copy traded accounts, but it's really gnarly, really gnarly. Ton of other benefits that you get from trading with them as well. But check it out for yourself. Make your own decisions. As I try to repeat all the time, I can't be unbiased. I'm a partner. I stand to make money from that link and that code. So you got to do your own research, make your own decisions, and be aware of that. Here we go, coming back down to the downside. Can we continue this push lower and turn this into a banger of a trade? Or am I going to be getting caught holding on to this bad boy too long? Again, guys, I'm holding this one. I'm zoomed out today. Low risk on a couple micros. We are back past a 1-to-1. You know, this thing is showing me 35 points in profit on any other day. That's way past where I'm holding something. Relative to today and the volatility, you know, that's just what we got to deal with. Like I said before I put this trade on, size down, widen out stops and targets. These are larger movements. You know, we're not dealing with the same regular market. So I'm watching this thing try to push lower. Like I said, I'm not going to hold this down to the floor, maybe towards the 15s. I'm actually going to go ahead and throw this in there. I don't know that I would hold all the way down there. This is looking pretty good right now, guys. Like I said, I usually don't run take profits, but yesterday I was looking for you know, an area on the chart, and price wicked there, and then just, you know, I didn't grab it. So I'm gonna throw something in there just in case we crack down towards that level, and I don't get a chance to close. But this isn't looking that bad for a close down around these lows, but we have some continuation to the downside. I'm gonna try to get my exit a little bit better than I was yesterday. Hanging on for a push lower, but we are coming up on this 10:30 time frame that could be a little bit interesting. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of a push out of this bad boy. Trying to view this secondary dom that I have running here. It's not really working too well. Man, if anybody's on Bookmap, let me know what we're looking down below for orders. We had a big stack come back on the book. That looks like it's off. I see something down at 215, but I can't really tell. This is not a good way to be utilizing this this information. I got to get my Bookmap up and running. Yeah, guys, I might have to grab this here. This is not great. Something down at 215, man. Can we get a push through and grab it? Or are we going to react to the upside here, man? Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. I'm looking for a push through these lows. I don't know that we're going to get it. I just don't know that we're going to get it here. Let's see. If nothing else today, I'll display that I could hold my trades, right? I'll display that even though I took a loss and this one would bring me back to break even, I don't care about that. The market doesn't care about me and my break even or not break even. It cares about good trading, right? Following my system, following my approach. That's all we can do here. Yeah, we're trying to break these lows. We got buyers holding it right here. I'd really like to see a crack down through this. Again, reviewing some of my trading from yesterday, I really wanted to get my closes to be a little bit better. I jumped out, and you know, what was a $500 day could have easily been an $800 day, just based on, you know, my actual exits. Could be a little bit more precise, hold for a little bit longer, and you know, really just realize a fuller profit on those bad boys. I think that's important to do. So I got reason to hold through these lows, man. I could see something down at the 15s. I don't know if that's gonna hold up, but I don't know that I'm gonna hold all the way down there. Just really gonna look for a crack down below these lows. If we can get it, I'm taking it right there, guys. I can't see it on Bookmap. I can't see it on the Dom. This might waterfall, but I'm out right there. 420 some odd dollars worth of profit on that second one. Back up green 200 on the day. Not making a lot of progress. 1 for 1. You know, sometimes it sucks to take the first L. I'd just be almost I'd be 425 green if it wasn't for that first L, but that's the deal. So took it right here, right around these lows. We're finding a lot of buyers right here. We've tested it multiple times. It looks like we want to break down towards overnight low, but I'm not going to risk that entire profit for another $100, right? From here to here, where I was looking to take profit on these two contracts, we're talking about $100. So rather than let a $425 profit turn into a $300 and some odd dollar loss and erase, you know, $700 in funds, I'm going to take it there. The other option is you could close out one and just hold the remainder for a banger trade. Just not really my style right now. Don't really want to do it, but this looks like it's going to waterfall. You know, looks like it's going to go. Yeah, there we go. A little bit further of a crackdown. We'll see if we hit 215. You know, that's the level. But again, you got to weigh your risk and reward, right? Like, what are you going for here? Another, you know, you're how many points in profit? You know, you're like 50 points in profit, and you're holding for another like 10 points. You know, maybe. Is it worth allowing the entire thing to turn back around on you? Most of the time, no. But here we go, down through it, man. Looking at this exit, could have been even better, man. Could have been even better. Bookmap. Bookmap would be helping me out. I just don't have it today, so got to do what I got to do. You know, turning some profit in this account, man, right? I'm up, it's going to be like 700 something bucks. But here we go to check out the 215s. Here we go to check out the 215s. Another one that's going to get noted. Just hold on to it to the floor. But we are green, man. 1 win, 1 loss. Another green session on the live so far. Yeah, man, I got to get my Bookmap up and running. It's really helpful on days like today to have order flow, at least for me, over to the side. There we go. There's the level trading out. Right there. Yeah. Another $100. That's really all I'd be looking at on this one. Make it a $300 day, $325 day. No worries. But let's see the chat we got talking about. Took the same short on NQ. Nice play. Yeah. Steven, what's up, bro? What is going on, Steven? Good to see you, man. Yeah, guys, this was simple. Again, simple. You know, structure to the downside, right? Higher time frames, we're selling off, right? We're absolutely selling off. You know, we're just ripping to the downside. 5-minute chart looking bearish. At the open, we do come back up to test this a little bit. We come back down, pull back up, you know, trade above all these bar highs, take Zach out. Take Zach out of his stop up here, and then start to sell off. I'm in short again. You know, I'm trying that same trade, just following market structure and price action. Look what happened. We got a nice waterfall to the downside, back down towards this level that I was targeting. Very happy with this. Very happy with this. I do have to say, I'm going to have to review my closes. That one wasn't bad, waiting for us to hit this low again. And again, waiting for a break of the low is, you know, it's going to happen less of the time. But I gotta find a way to grab that last $100 of profit on these trades. It's gonna add up. But yeah, man, appreciate you. Thank you, Jess. Wolf says congrats to Rusty. Rusty tilted down 900, took a break, came back to green. I'm out for the day. Beautiful, beautiful, Rusty. Trade well, guys. Absolutely. Those are the days NFP candle used to be big, but today it was like any other candle. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, dude. What's up with that? Yeah, I don't like leaving the chart with a trade running, guys. Again, if you hopped on here late, this is my new Top 1 Futures account. This is not Top Step X. This is Top 1 Futures on Project X. This is the website. You can check it out for yourself. if you click through and you look on the you look on the home page, I think you'll recognize one of these guys. We know Austin. Oh, look at that. Look at that ugly mug. Partnered with these guys. I stand to make money, right? You know, from giving you guys my link, my code. But code RDF, you can get into a 150K account, no evaluation, $399. $6,000 max loss limit. Trade big size. What you do have to consider is this 20% consistency rule. But the minimum days to pay out, there's no crazy minimum days traded or minimum profit per trade. $3,000 minimum payment, minimum withdrawal, minimum payout, 2% of this account. And you're able to take a payout. It's nuts. 14 days calendar if you don't go for the upgrade, which is anytime payment. Once you hit the consistency rule and you make your $3,000, you're able to take a payout, which is really, really sweet. Max copy trading, 3 accounts. You get access to an academy with a bunch of traders, including myself, and then a whole bunch more info, man. If you guys want to learn about these guys, you can do your own research, make your own decisions first off, which is very important. They're on Prop for a Match. They're on Trustpilot. You can read all of the reviews. You can hear directly from their CEO, Matt, on Twitter. He addresses everybody, talks about what it is. Along with that, 5 50K accounts up for grabs. That's the giveaway. Code RDF and or my link gets you an opportunity to win one of 5 50K accounts. That's the deal. There we go, hitting overnight low. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to hold these even longer. That was nice though. That was nice. I can't complain about that. I can't complain about that. You know, past the 1-to-1, I'm happy. But that was another. Let's say 70 ticks to the downside. Yeah, looking at another $175, right? And that's quite a bit. It's quite a bit relative to what I put on there. So I'm gonna have to review some of these. You know, and that's what I do. I look at my data, look at my my charts, my journal after the fact, and I say, okay, what happened after I closed? Right? Did it come back to stop me out? Did it come back to break even? Did it come all the way back down to continue in profit? And if you're continually finding that, your direction's right, your trade entry is beautiful, the trades are running in your direction, widen out your take profit. For the most part in this market, that's not what I've found. I've found trust my stop, leave it where it is, grab my profit on the way down. So you're getting one, Wolf. Don't worry. You're getting one today. I'm going to follow up with you. Don't worry. I got some answers for you after this. But guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you being on here with me. Apologies for some breaks. Not feeling 100%. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything. Do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer in all of my stuff that says I stand to make money from links to my content. Another win on the live, 2 wins back to back, 2 green days back to back. We took 2 W's yesterday. I'm here live every day. Hit subscribe, hit like. Help me out. If you're new here, man, I run 100% free Discord as well. Link is below this video. You can check that out. 100% free, not a VIP feeder program, no BS. I show you how I trade 100% free. I'm not the best trader in the world. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have all the big payouts. I'm not on the leaderboard. But I'll show you guys what trading looks like for me. Wins and losses in real time like you saw here today. Talk to you guys soon. Have an awesome weekend. Go touch some grass. Get ready. Get these top 1 futures accounts loaded up. If you decide for yourself, we'll be trading live next week. Here we go, breaking overnight low. Be cautious on this, man. We are headed to the downside. Talk to you guys soon.